So the root letters are Noon, Fa, and Sin. Okay? And the noun from that is Nafsun. Nafsun means self. Okay? Yourself. Okay? Self-life. Okay? Wealth, amwal is outside, but nafs is within your body, the self, yourself. Okay? So nafsun. And if I put again al before that, it will be the self. Okay? And again these two dhammas will change into one. So it will become al nafsu. Okay? That's the word here. Okay? But these two words, naqsim and min, will also apply on this word. Okay? So you will translate and loss in the self, in the body. Means you will get sick or something else will come to you as a test in life. Okay? So this is within the person. The nuqsan, the loss will happen within the person. Here the loss is coming outside the person, which is his belongings. But the next thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test people is naqsim minal anfusi, loss in the self of the person. Okay? So that is the next level of testing by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is and yourself, you can translate in yourself. Okay? So some loss will come in yourself. Okay? Now that the next, one more thing is being mentioned here is, which is wathamarat. Okay? So let's look at that. The root letters are Tha, Mim and Ra. Okay? And Samarun means fruits or fruit, one fruit. Okay? But we'll see a little bit more definition, but Samarun is one fruit. Its plural is Samaratun. Samaratun means fruits. Okay. And if we put al before that, al means the. Okay. And when you put al, you have only two dhammas change into one, and it will pronounce al samaratu. Okay. Also, tha is a shamsi letter, so it will kill the sound of lam, and the pronunciation will be as-samaratu. You don't pronounce lam because sa takes over the sound of lam in the tajweed. Okay, so as-samaratu means the fruits. Okay, and also this min is still applying to this. Okay, so in the fruits, loss in the fruits. So because min is a harf jar, so this dhamma this time will change into a kasra. So the final word will be as-samarati. And waw is there, means and, was-samarati. And in the fruits. Now fruits does not mean only the fruits. The samaratun in our samaratu includes all the provision that we have to eat. All the things that we eat are part of the samaratu. Okay? All the vegetation and crops and other things that come out, they are included in the word thamarati. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we will test you some loss. Naqsin is applying to that. Loss in your provision. Okay? There will be loss in the crops. There may not be enough rain, and all of a sudden there will be shortage of food supply. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that is another test then mankind will go through. Or mankind goes through, or everyone goes through these tests, one or the other kind. So this is of the provision. And provision. So these are the things that we all experience in our lifetime. Okay? These are the tests from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that come upon mankind during the lifetime. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala almost listed all these things that happen. Okay? Outside or inside the human body. Okay? These things everyone goes through in the lifetime. And these are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as I said in the beginning, the word nabluwannakum has twice the surety in it. This lam is called lam al-taqid, and this noon with the shadda is called noon al-taqid. Taqid means to emphasize. Must, it will happen. We will definitely test you. We will surely test you. It's not that we might test or might not test. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we will definitely, twice definitely. Lam al-taqid means definitely, noon with the shadda means definitely. In one word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala using the word twice definitely. Then he is using the plural, kum. Kum means you all, no exception. Okay? So all of you will definitely be tested by us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. And then he lists all these things, that these are the things that you will experience in your lifetime as a test. Okay? This is not a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we have been sent for testing in this lifetime.
I think this is punishment.
We think it is punishment because we don't understand the reason, the purpose, the maqsad of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So we think that it is our punishment or our foolishness that we invested somewhere or we did not get this. Okay? But these are the tests from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? And then after listing all these things, then is the good news from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Which is the next one. Which is wabashir. Okay? Let's look at these words. So the root letters are Ba, Sheen and Ra. These are three letters, and they belong to the group of the words we call Fa'ala. If we make another word by putting a shadda on the middle letter, Fa'ala, this will become Bashara with a shadda. The meaning of this word is to give good news. Bashara means to give good news. Okay. Okay. And the word in the Quran is Bashir. Bashir is a command. Bashir is an order. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, give good news. Okay? Bashir means give good news. Whoever is reading the Quran, he can give good news to someone else. Okay? The first person who is receiving the Quran is Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the command goes to him, O Prophet, give good news. Then whoever is reading the Quran and ayat comes across, you can take that Allah is commanding you, Allah is ordering you to go and give good news. Okay, so that's the meaning of Bashir. Wa means and, Bashir means give good news. Now what is the good news and who is supposed to receive the good news? Okay? The The next word is as-sabirin. Okay? So let's look at that word. The word is commonly known because it is Swad, Ba and Ra. Sabara. This means to have patience. Okay? And Sabirun is a person who shows patience. Okay? Patient person. And Sabiruna is the plural of that. Those who are patient. Those people who are patient, who endure. When any difficulty comes to them, they show patience. Okay? They don't go and adopt the wrong means to solve the problem. Okay? When any difficulty comes, they turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they strive in the right way to solve the problems, find the solutions, instead of going the wrong way to find the solution and complaining and not having patience and not obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is, all that is included in the sabiruna, those who are patient. Okay? And this word is coming after the verb, so it is a maf'ul. Maf'ul becomes sabirina. Meaning does not change, meaning it still means those who have patience, but if it's coming as a subject, then it is sabirina. If it is an object, it is sabiruna. And that's the difference in the grammatical use of that. So because the news is being given to someone, means a subject. So subject word is sabirina. So those who have patience. So that is the first thing. Whenever any difficulty in the life comes, any hardship in the life comes, first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requires is that be patient. Okay? Sabir. Okay? Use the right ways to challenge the problem, to challenge the difficulty, the issue that came. The first thing, have trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa kafa billahi wakila. Allah is sufficient for you. So don't go and start the wrong ways to find the solution of your problems. Have trust in only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it is very important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized in the Quran, only Allah is sufficient. Wa kafa billahi wakila. Allah is sufficient alone Himself. So don't go and try to find others, partners, so-called, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to find the solution. Then try your best to solve the problem in the right way. But have patience. Very important two things, have patience and have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tawakkal in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala defines who are sabirin in the next ayat. Okay? So next ayat basically is the definition, an explanation of the word sabirin. So let's look at those words.